What's up, guys? Yasmin here tonight. Um, I have to say, I went into work at 10:30 this morning. I didn't get home until 10:30 tonight. I knew I was going to miss the most of the go home show. I thought I was going to miss actually all of the go home show of Raw tonight for Survivor Series. When I got home and I had to put stuff away and whatnot, I tuned in and I just saw the segment start with the Team Cena signing contract um, against um, Team Authority for Survivor Series. And, I didn't know what happened on Raw. I didn't understand, what they were talking about at first and, until they started reiterating things and showing flashbacks. Apparently, I think Harper got the Intercontinental Belt from Dolph Ziggler tonight after a beatdown with the Authority. I guess Sheamus got taken out by Rusev. No, was it? No, I'm not even sure. Well, Sheamus got taken out, and then Big Show passed out, and there wasn't really much left of Team Cena. And when the Authority came out at the end, pretty much what I saw, you know, you have Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble, two little midgets as far as I'm concerned in the world of the WWE. But they were fun to watch in their days. I mean, don't get me wrong. And of course, you have Kane, corporate Kane. Um, you know, looking at Kane now compared, you know, it's sort of funny what he is now compared to what he was when he first came into the WWE. He's just a shade of himself from what he used to be. Um, And of course, you see Seth Rollins, all cocky with that attitude because he's surrounded by all this members of the Authority. Of course, Triple H and Stephanie is also out there, and Mark Henry, big Mark Henry. That's what it was. Mark Henry threw Sheamus through the announce table and took Sheamus out. So it looked like John Cena was all by himself, and the Authority had a good point when John Cena entered the ring, but John Cena is a politician. He's a great talker. He's one of those guys that is great on the mic. And I will say this: no matter what anybody says about John Cena knows how to get a reaction from the crowd. And tonight he did on Monday Night Raw because obviously when you have John Cena, who, obviously people have their mixed emotions about Cena, but when it's Cena against the Authority, it's a no brainer. It's all said and done. Everybody's going to side with John Cena. And, well, anyway, Cena came out, and it looked like John Cena was going to be on his own. And, of course, Triple H is spouting, shooting his mouth off like he always does. And Stephanie, the arrogant little witch that she is, the daughter of Vince McMahon. And, I'm still waiting to see, um, will we see Vince at Survivor Series? I thought maybe we might see Vince tonight, but, excuse me, but we didn't. Well, anyway, not that I'm aware of, because I only saw the last 15, 20 minutes of the show. But it was a very good segment, and the Authority really built up to the point where it really looked like John Cena would, you really don't have a chance. But John Cena did say he'd take them down one by one until he got to Seth Rollins. And he was going to give him the attitude adjustment. And the Authority would be no longer in power. So it was a great segment. And then all of a sudden, you hear music. Here comes Dolph Ziggler, the man who got beat down tonight, lost the Intercontinental title. He comes into the ring. He's standing side by side with John Cena. was awesome. And then all of a sudden, here comes the Big Show. The Big Show, who got passed out by Rusev tonight. He comes into the ring and he stands side by side with John Cena. So Stephanie is like smirking and whatnot. She goes, "Well, John," she goes, "One, two, you got three, and we got one, two." She's counting, and you know, obviously the odds are against Team Cena, and this was a shock for me. Music hit, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Here comes Eric Rowan out to join Team Cena. Awesome. I mean, I didn't know if Rowan was still a heel, because he was with the Wyatts, but he confronted and pointed at Luke Harper, so there's going to be some real big friction there. And then, of course, music hits again. Here comes Cesaro. Comes out acting like he's going to join Team Cena, and all of a sudden he turns around, he laughs, he goes, "Oh, we got you," blah, blah, blah. He goes on the authority side. And Stephanie, she thought it was a big joke and whatnot. And she kept throwing her 2 cents in, and everybody's all, ha 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 ha. And all of a sudden, here comes Ryback's music. Ryback comes out. He joins Team Cena. So we have Ryback, Rowan, Big Show, Dolph Ziggler, and John Cena. Not a bad team there at all. And then the next thing you know, all hell broke loose. Everybody's beating up everybody. And it got down to the point where it was Triple H and John Cena. Triple H was getting ready to pull the pedigree on Cena. Ryback comes into the ring. There's a big stare down. And the next thing you know, John Cena picks up Triple H and attitude adjustment through the table, which pretty much, closed the show. There's Stephanie down there, her poor little husband, the King of Kings. John Cena reigns supreme on the King of King, or I should say Team Cena. So when I got home, turned on Raw, I really wasn't disappointed that I missed the whole show, mostly because I saw the last segment. And this last segment, to me, was the most important segment of all. And I just want to point out, there's a lot of naysayers about John Cena out there in the wrestling world. But I'll tell you this. John Cena still is the guy in the WWE, and if he wasn't, he wouldn't be put in these situations where he's at right now. He does draw the controversy, and like I said, he draws attention, he draws a reaction, and not everybody in the WWE can do that. John Cena's been doing it for 12 years. That is why he is the face of the WWE, and until somebody can come in and absolutely take over, Cena's the man. Bottom line, his merchandise selling is higher than the next 10 in line combined. What does that tell you? John Cena is the man. Now, as far as Survivor Series goes, I'm going to try to get my predictions out on Friday, but I'm going to say this. It's going to be a very good Team Cena versus Team Authority, but I think realistically, we're not going to see the end of Triple H and Stephanie as of yet. I really do think that if and when it does go down, I was thinking about the Rumble, but I think it's going to be more towards WrestleMania. But then again, you're talking really another 5 months. So we may have the Authority for another 5 months. We might have to have them shoved down our throats on Raw. and sometimes on SmackDown, but um, I could be wrong. I mean, I would love to see the Authority go down and just get Triple H and Stephanie off TV. I mean, if they lost, they'd still come back on TV. Let's face it. They're going to get their 2 cents in, but yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, um, it's sort of funny how you have a 3-hour show and you see the last like 20, 25 minutes, and it makes all the difference in the world. And for me, it did because obviously being a John Cena fan, I knew the show was going to have something to do with Cena to end the show, and I got my money's worth. Let me tell you that much. Coming home, turning it on, watching it, I mean, just was simply awesome. So, anyway, this is the Iceman. Have yourself a great night. I got to go back to work again by 11 tomorrow. Probably be out by 9. And then I got midnight, and 1 a.m. coming up. Uh, so, well, but after Saturday night at 1 a.m., I got a full 7, probably actually 9 days off. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to enjoy some time with my family. And I'll have a lot more time to, sit down and do some research and do some videos and just do some more with my Iceman's Wrestling Extreme Facebook page, and as well as both my YouTube channels, the Iceman V2013 and the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. So, um, peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great night. It's about midnight. We'll see you all next time. This is the one and only, the opinionated, the John Cena Iceman.